Today in this video we are going to learn three formulas that is called lateral surface area, total surface area and volume for three shapes. First is this shape, second is this shape and third shape is like this. So what is called the first shape? It is called the cube. Why it is called cube? Because all the sides of these shape is equal. If the length of this side is L, then the height of this box is L. This side and this side is also same, so it is having all the length having equal size. This is called the cube. This cube is in 3D shape form, and the second shape is the cuboid. Why it is called cuboid? Because it is in the form of rectangle. So can you see this length? It is bigger than this height. So this length is called L and this side length is called breadth and the height of this is having H. So all these three factors are different. That is called the cuboid. Basically it is a rectangle having the height in 3D shape. That is called the cuboid. And the third shape is a form of cylinder. This is easy to remember because it is having the round shape and having the surface. So this makes the cylinder. And we are going to find out the three formulas. So what all those three formulas are? One is lateral surface area. Second is total surface area. And the third is the volume. And we'll see one by one how to remember these three formulas across cube, cuboid and cylinder. We'll take first the cube. Now, why it is so called the cube? First, we are going to see the square. So this shape is called the square because it is in the form of 2D. Now, if we make this 2D picture into 3D, this shape is going to be like this. And this is having the length L. The breadth is also the same L and the height is also the length equals to L. This is called the length and this is called the breadth and this is called the height. If a shape having the length, breadth and the height they all are equal, then this shape is called the cube. Basically, this is going to be your square and this square 2D picture is going to convert into 3D. Why it is so called 3D? Because we are going to add the height on this shape. So this makes the difference from 2D to 3D picture. So if you add the height on a picture which is square, so it makes the cube. The side of these cubes are 6. How it is going to be? Let's say this is having like this the inner portion of the square. So this first shape is the front face. So this is going to be your front face of your square, and in the same way you will be having the back side. So this back side is exactly same as your front face. So these two shapes are identical, the front face and the back side face. In the same way you will be having two side pane. What all those two sides pane? This is called the side of your square and this side is exactly similar to this side. So the length and the height is same. So these are the two sides of the cube. And in the same way you will be having bottom and the top side. What is the bottom side? This is called the bottom of your cube, and this is exactly similar to the bottom, which is the top side. So this cube is having total how many sides? It is having 6 sides. And now for this cube we are going to find out the formula for lateral surface area and total surface area. Lateral surface area, this is called LSA. If you include only the 4 side, what all those 4 side? The front side, back side and these 2 sides. If you include these, so you'll be having only four sides to be considered in the lateral side surface area. And what is that? This is your first side and the back side. So instead of these, we'll see what all two sides which we are not going to take care. So this top side and the bottom side we are not going to take. This makes lateral surface area. We are counting only four sides. What all those four sides? This is front side and this is going to be the back side and two side face. These four sides we are going to take into consideration for lateral surface area. So basically this is area only but having four sides. And what is the formula for area? Area equals to length into breadth. So here this is a square, that's why length and breadth both are same. That's why we are considering B as well as L. So this is going to be L square. This is for one side. In the same way, we are going to calculate the area for the other side. So let me draw one more time the square. This square is having total six sides, but we are going to consider only four sides. What all those sides? This is first, this is back side and two the sides. We are not going to take the top side and the bottom side. So each surface, let me take the first surface as this one. So this surface area equals to L square. In the same way, we are going to take four side. So the area of four side is going to be 4L square. So lateral surface area, it is going to be 4L square. We are having the area of one side as L square. We are considering four side. We are not including the top side and the bottom side. This makes the lateral surface area. I hope you got a clear idea why it is called lateral surface area. Let's consider this box is you are going to place in a room. So what matters is, so we are going to consider this face, back side face and this side face. This makes the four side to occupy how much base area it is going to take. That's why we are considering the lateral surface area as the summation of each area of four sides. In the same way, we are going to find out the total surface area. What is total surface area is, it is exactly the same of lateral surface area, but we are going to take all six sides. So this is the first side, back side, second side, third, fourth, bottom side, fifth, and this is the top side which is 6. So total surface area, it is going to be 6 sides we are going to take the area. And what is the area? If you consider this is box, so it is having the length as L and breadth as also equals to length and height which is also same as length. That's why we are considering all the breadth, length and height as L. So 6 side we are going to consider, and each side area how much it is, if we multiply L with L, it is going to be L square. So total surface area, it is as good as 6 times the area of each side. So we got the formula for total surface area and lateral surface area. Now we are going to consider what is volume. So to consider the volume, can we find the volume for the square? Square is in 2D shape. We cannot fill anything in the square. That is called the 2D shape. If we add the height, having the height as something which is exactly same as the length, then we can fill up the water in the box. We can fill up anything in the box. This is makes the difference between 2D and 3D. 3D as having the height, but 2D doesn't have the height. That's why 2D we are calling as square. We are not calling as cube, and in the 3D we are calling as cube. Cube is exactly the square, but it is in 3D shape form. And one more property is all the side is having the length as L. That's why all sides are equal, having in 3D shape form. This is called the cube. Now we are going to find the volume. Volume can be found for only 3D shapes. We cannot find the volume for the 2D shape. In 2D area, we are calling as the area, not the volume. But in 3D form, it is called the shape. So volume and area are connected. Why they are connected? Because the area is in 2D shape and the volume is in 3D shape. In 2D it is called the square, and in 3D form it is called the cube. Now what is the area for the square? It is L into L. So it is going to be L square. Now in the volume we are just increasing the height. So this area multiply with the height, that makes the volume. So what is the volume? It is having the three side L, L, L. If you multiply all three side, this side and the height of the square, that makes the volume. In this case, since this is a square, that's why we are multiplying all the side as L. So it is going to be L cube. So the volume formula is going to be L cube, and the area it is going to be L square. So we are going to write all three formula for the cube. So this is going to be a cube because it is having all the sides equal. And what is the area, what is the volume, and what is lateral surface area and total surface area. What is the area? Because the length are same, so we are going to say area as L square. If we multiply L square with the height, which is again L, so it is going to be volume, which is L cube. Lateral surface area, we are going to take only the four side. So four side area, each side is having the length L, so it is going to be L square, area of one side, and we are going to consider four sides, so it is multiplied by 4. Lateral surface area is going to be 4 L square. In the same way, if we multiply all six sides, so it is going to be total surface area. That's why we are calling total. So we are having how many sides? It is having, so this is the back side picture. Exactly. The front face is first, back side is second face. These two sides are again two face, bottom and the top. Total we are having how many sides? It is having 6, and each area is going to be L square, so it is going to be 6 L square. So we'll be having four formulas. One, area, which is L square. Area is this much. The front face, which is in the 2D format. And what is volume? Volume is the complete content of this box, which is in the 3D shape. This makes the volume. Okay. And what is lateral surface area? It is going to be four side area. Exclude the top side and the bottom side, then it is going to be lateral surface area. The area of four side. Each area is going to be L square, and we are multiplying with four side. Total surface area. Why it is called total? Because it is having six side and the area is going to be L square. So total surface area is going to be 6 L square. In the same way, we are going to find out for cuboid. Why it is called cuboid instead of cube, we'll see in a moment. Okay, we have find out the area and volume and lateral surface area for the cube. Now we are going to consider the cuboid. Why it is so called cuboid? Because it is in the form of the rectangle. Rectangle is called in 2D shape, but if you add the height, then it is going to be called the cuboid. Okay, cuboid is in 3D shape. Why it is so called 3D shape? Because we have added one side, which is actually the height. This is going to be length, and this is the breadth of the rectangle. And one more difference between the square and the rectangle is the length of this box not necessarily exactly equals to the breadth, and it is not exactly the same as height. So all three length are different: length, breadth, and the height. That's why it is called the 3D shape. For a rectangle, it is going to be called the cuboid. Now we are going to find the first area. So this was the rectangle, the length L, and having the breadth. Actually, this is height. Now, what is the area of this? Area remains same if it is rectangle or square. Square, we consider the height exactly equals to length, but here it is different. That's why we are multiplying length with height. This is going to be called the area of one side. But we have the rectangle which is having 3D shape form. This makes the 3D shape. 3D shape. So this is having exactly the same six side having length, breadth, and height. Now, when this side is called the breadth, so this side and this side both are same. So can I write breadth as the same? This side length is exactly same as this length. So it is going to be the same length because all sides are, the front side and the back side are same. This side, the side of the rectangle is same as this side. This was the height. So can I say this is also a height which is similar to this height. Now we are going to find the all four formulas. First we are going to find the lateral surface area. The way we find out for a square or the cube, in the same way we are going to find for cuboid. So we are going to take cuboid and we are going to find the lateral surface area. Why it is so called lateral surface area? Because we are going to find the area of four side. Okay, what all those four side? Excluding the top and the bottom. Okay, these two sides we don't consider, and all four side, this is going to be the first side, back side, second side, and this is going to be the third side, and this is the fourth side. If you add the area, okay, this is going to be the area of four side, it is going to be lateral surface area. And how we are going to find the area? It is exactly the length into the height. If you are going to take the first side, okay, so length into the height, this is the first side. Back side, is it exactly similar? Yes, this is exactly similar. So we are going to take L into H plus. Now for this side, let's consider this side. Okay, this side we are not going to take the length because length is for the front face. What is this? This is called breadth. Okay, and this height exactly same as this height. So we are going to take H and B, not length. Length is for the front side. Back side, the side of this box is having the breadth and this height. So breadth, height, it is going to be the area of this side. Is it same as the area of this side? Yes, it is same. So we are going to take 2 times breadth into height. So this is one side, this is second side, this is third side, and this is going to be fourth side. So how we are going to take LH plus LH? It is going to be 2LH plus BH plus BH. It is going to be 2BH. Now, can we take 2 as common factor? Yes. Okay. And also the height is same. So we are going to take H as common. So it is going to be L plus B. So this is going to be the lateral surface area, which is four side area, which is 2H L plus B. This is the first formula we find out for the cuboid, which is actually a 3D shape for the rectangle. Now, in the same way, can we find the total surface area? Yes, it is exactly same as the lateral surface area, but we are going to take six sides. So all six side area, if we take into account, then it is going to be the total surface area. Let me draw one more time the rectangle. Okay, this is having length h, this is breadth, and this is going to be height. Okay, now for the first face, it is going to be h into l. Okay, because we are taking this side. Okay, this side is the first side where l and h is going to come, not the b. So what is the area? Area is exactly h into l plus, if you consider this side, okay, this side, so it is going to be b into h, not l, because l is for the front face, this is side face. Okay, so this hl and the backside hl, is it same? Yes, we have to consider two sides. One is the front side, second is the back side. In the same way, the side of this one is BH, this BH and this BH. Is it same? Yes, we are going to take two side, 2BH. Okay, plus now what is top side? Top is having L and this is having the breadth as B. So 2LB. This is top side and this is bottom side. Now take 2 as common. So it is going to be HL plus BH plus LB because we have taken 2 as common. Now, if you can't able to remember this formula, then you can consider HLB. First, we have to multiply HL, then we are going to multiply with LB, then we are going to multiply with BH. So it is going to be HL, LB plus BH and multiply with 2. It is going to be total surface area. Now, we are going to find the volume of a rectangle. So how we are going to find the volume? Because it is having the height in 3D shape form. So that's why it is called the cuboid, having breadth as this one, length as this. First, this volume is always related to area. It is not exactly same, it is related to area. What is the area of one side? It is L into B. Okay, area of one side is L into B. Now this area is in the 2D shape. Okay, now we are considering 3D shape. What makes the 3D shape? Because we added the height for this one. Earlier it was just a rectangle, that's why it is called 2D, but we have increased the height. Now it makes the 3D shape. What makes the other factor, which is h? So if you multiply length into breadth into height, it is going to be volume. So volume of a cuboid equals to length, breadth and height. This is the formula for volume. Now we are going to take the next shape, which is called the cylinder. Now, what is the shape of the cylinder? This is going to be a circle and having the height this much, also having this shape, okay, the bottom side. So this is called the shape, which is a cylinder form. Now we don't have the square just like the shape. It is having the circle. So this is going to be the first circle and this is going to be bottom circle and having the height as this, it is going to be called the cylinder. In the same way, can we consider this circle as a 2D shape? Yes, it is 2D shape, having center this point and radius r. If you consider this one, it is going to be a diameter, which is d. Okay. Now, there are few terminologies related to the circle and cylinder. We'll take one by one. Whenever we consider the circle, then it is having the radius, okay, which is actually the distance between the perimeter, any of the point on the perimeter and the center. So what is called the perimeter? Perimeter is a point, okay, if you want to walk from this point through this circle and come back to the same point, the distance you travel on this path of a circle, this is called the perimeter. Perimeter is actually the distance you travel across the circle, the line of the circle. This is called the perimeter. But in circle, it is called the circumference. Perimeter is actually related to the box or the rectangle. Because if you start with here, if you want to walk all the sides from here back to the same point, this is called the perimeter. In the same way, for the rectangle, if you start walking from this side and this side and this side, so actually the distance travel on four sides coming back to the same point, this is called the perimeter. But in terms of the circle, it is called the circumference because it is related to circle, not square or rectangle. First, we are going to find the curved surface area. Curved surface area. This is called the curve because it is in the shape of circle. Curved surface area. What is the area which is covered on the this shape which is in the form of a cylinder? Basically, this is what is the area for the circle. Let's consider first the circle, which is 2 pi and r. This is called the area of a circle. Now, what makes the difference between this shape and this shape? Actually, this is also a circle, bottom circle, but it was in 2D shape, but this is in 3D shape because it is having the height as this much. So if you take two circles which is exactly on top of each other having at the height of h, this is going to be a cylinder which is in 3D shape. What is the area, circumference area? Now which is called the circumference area. This is the actual area of this side which is in the form of curve. This is called the area of the circumference of cylinder, which is again it is going to be 2 pi r only, but we have to multiply with h. So this is called the curved surface area. This is exactly the surface which is covered in between these two circles is called the curved surface area. Only thing is that we have to consider only the circles, but we have to multiply with the height. This is curved surface area. Keep in mind that circumference is this is the distance on the circle. This is called the circumference. And what is that circumference area? Which is 2 pi r. But if you multiply with h, it is going to be curved surface area in 3D shape form, which is a cylinder. If you consider rectangle or the square, we are calling LTA, lateral surface area, because it is in the form of the line. But here it is circle. That's why it is called curved surface area. Now we are going to take the same cylinder, but we are going to find total surface area. What makes the difference between these two circles? This is the top circle, this is going to be bottom circle, and we are having one shape which is like this. Okay, this is exactly the same, the side of this circle which is this one. Okay, and we are having the top circle I am taking separately, and this is going to be the bottom circle I am taking separately. If we add these three shapes, so it is going to be converted into a cylinder. The top circle, bottom circle, and these two sides. Now, total surface area is the summation of all these areas. Two circle plus this side. Okay. Two circle plus the area of this circle plus area of this circle plus area of this curved surface area. What is area of circle? Area of circle is pi r square plus area of the same circle, exactly the same radius, okay, from here to this point. So it is going to be pi r square plus this lateral surface area. So this lateral surface area we already find out, which is called curved surface area, not the lateral surface area. What is that? It is going to be 2 pi RH. Now pi r square plus pi r square, it is going to be 2 pi r square plus 2 pi RH. Now how we are going to solve this equation? We can take these two common, 2 as common factor, pi and pi, this we are going to take common, r and r. So we are going to take 3 factors common. Now what is remaining in this one? This is r square. We have taken 1 r outside, so it is going to be r plus 2 pi r we have taken outside, so it is going to be h. So total surface area of a cuboid, it is going to be 2 pi r plus h. So we have find out the total surface area. Now the last formula is, which is volume, and volume of a cylinder is very simple because we are going to multiply only the height. So what is the area of this circle? What is the area of the circle? Area of a circle is this one. It is going to be pi r square, which is same in the 2D shape form. Okay, if we consider circle, then it is in 2D shape. If we consider height having this much, it is going to be 3D shape, which is called the cylinder. This is called the circle. We are not calling as a 3D shape. It is a 2D shape. It doesn't have the height. If we add the height, then it is going to be a 3D shape. So area of a circle is pi r square, which is a 2D shape. But if we multiply with height, it is going to be the volume of a cylinder. Area of cylinder is going to be pi r square h. So anything multiplied with the h, it is going to be a 3D shape form, and the area is in 3D shape, which is a cylinder. So in this video we find out that 4 formulas. One is lateral surface area, total surface area, and area of a 2D shape, and the volume. But there are few terminologies which is different for the circle. Like we are not calling lateral surface area, it is the curved surface area because it is in the circle shape form. In case of rectangle and square, it is called lateral surface area. In case of circle, it is called curved surface area. And we are going to take not the perimeter, it is going to be circumference, because the circle is having the circumference and square or the rectangle is having the perimeter, the distance of this one, and distance of this circle is called the circumference. Curved surface area belongs to the curved surface. Lateral surface area is for the rectangle and the triangle. Total surface area is same for both rectangle, circle, and the cylinder. Area of circle, area of square, area of rectangle, it is going to be multiplication on the two sides, which can be height and breadth, or it can be the length. And volume is actually, it is going to be the area only, but it is a multiplication with the height. It makes the volume. So if you multiply area with height, it is going to be volume. So what all the 3 shapes we consider? One is the cube, second is the cuboid, third is a cylinder. Why it is called cube? Because it is having all the 4 sides equal. Why it is called cuboid? Because it is a rectangle shape but in 3D shape form. And why it is called cylinder? It is a circle but having the height. And what is the lateral surface area? It is 4 side the area. Since the area, the length of each side is same, so we are multiplying L square, but we are considering 4 side, that makes the 4L square. Here we are considering total surface area, all the sides. How many sides are there? Total 6 sides, so it is going to be 6 times the area of each side, and each side is having the length L, so it is going to be 6L square. And what is volume? Basically it is the area multiplied with height. Height is also same, that's why we are multiplying L square with L, so it is going to be L cube. Now lateral surface area for cuboid is 2H L plus B, and total surface area will be 2. And how we can remember? LBH, LB, BH and HL. Volume is exactly the same. The area of this side multiply with the height. LBH. All three sides is going to be multiplied. Cylinder, we are no more calling the lateral. It is a curved surface area because it is a curved surface, not the straight line. So we are calling as curved surface area. What is that? The circumference multiply with height because it is in the 3D shape form, that makes curved surface area. And what is total surface area? It is area of this, and this one. So it is going to be 2 pi r plus h. What is volume? Actually, it is the area multiply with the height, which is pi square h. So it is going to be the volume of a cylinder. I hope this is easy to remember. All three formulas for three shapes.